The ACLU and other Delaware organizations intervening in a federal lawsuit over voter information. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Saketis. Welcome to our News at 6. Our top story tonight is the ACLU of Delaware wanting a federal lawsuit dismissed.
In December, the federal government sued Delaware and 22 other states for their voter rolls. That includes information like your social security number, address, and driver's license number. The state of Delaware refused. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson live in Georgetown. Brandon, the ACLU specifically mentioned it is fighting for nonprofits.
Maddie, the ACLU of Delaware representing organizations like La Esperanza. La Esperanza is a nonprofit with the goal of assisting Latino and immigrant communities throughout Sussex County. The ACLU of Delaware also representing the Delaware Coalition Against Domestic Violence. These organizations say they just want to keep private information private and not have the federal government misuse information.
Executive Director for La Esperanza, Bryant Garcia, helps Latino and immigrant families with different matters on a daily basis. Garcia says the federal lawsuit demanding voters' personal information directly attacks against the Latino community that are in the process of being in the U.S. legally.
People that we work with, that we have helped become a U.S. citizen, that we have helped register to vote, we know that they've done things according to the law. And we want to make sure that they have no fear of being able to go out and vote.
The lawsuit demands Delaware's election commissioner to provide the federal government with the state's entire voter registration with details. The ACLU says it's government overreach, but the Trump administration says this will make elections, quote, honorable and honest again.
One man we spoke to off camera here in Georgetown says he doesn't mind if the government has his information and that it will not change his day-to-day living here in the first state.
Andrew Bernstein, civil counsel for the ACLU of Delaware, says this should be looked at as a nonpartisan issue.
This kind of request has never been made by a Democrat or a Republican in terms of this sweeping request for data. It is something that people on both sides of the aisle should be concerned about, and it cannot become the norm in our country.
A federal judge will now decide the future of Delawareans' voter information. The ACLU of Delaware says the motion has been granted to intervene in this federal lawsuit and represent organizations like La Esperanza and the Latin American Community Center. Live in Georgetown, Brandon Ferguson, Coast TV News.
The Department of Justice has sued those 20 states for that voter registration data. And let's get that kind of broken down for you. A majority of those states are blue states, but a few are purple, like Pennsylvania and Arizona. All three states on Delmarva, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, were sued. Several cases are still pending. Others have already faced legal challenges in federal court.